Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I'm playing with these two eyeshadow palettes to do this look, which I love, and I wanted to talk to you guys about 2023's goals, how I implemented them, how I did, and how they are informing my goals for 2024. Uncharacteristically, I do want to start with the lips. I want to try again this Smooth Whip matte lip cream from NYX. The first time I used this at all and on camera, I put it on top of a lip oil. Which kind of defeats the purpose of it being a matte, you know. I want to try again. This is actually a different color. This is the shade Parfait. I don't think I've used this one on camera yet. So anyway, I don't know. I'm going to line my lips with this deluxe liner from Italia, shade number 1064 Hazelnut. I was thinking of going with a more neutral line and then filling in with the matte, which is kind of it's sort of a bricky terracotta color. At least that's how it looks on the applicator. We'll see how it looks on the lips. I don't know if it's going to match today's eye look, which I want to be a black smoky eye transitioning into like warm browns. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, that's a lovely color. And it really does feel creamy and soft. I want to see how it lasts throughout this video. Does it get on my teeth? Does it come off if I forget and lick my lips? Does it dry down fully matte? Does it stay feeling creamy? Does it feel dry? This has a lovely texture. It kind of feels like satin, like a warm, soft satin on the lips. Not goopy, not sticky, not stringy, not runny. I'm really liking that texture, and I'm liking the matte lips. So we'll see how it ends up looking with the eyes. I have no idea. But like I said, I'm going to be using the Dark Fantasy palette from Beauty Bay because I want to do a black smoky eye with warm brown tones blending out. And I have my palette pull-in shade. I didn't do it in the last video. I have shade number 6 working through the Sydney Grace Tropicolor palette, and shade number 6 is Cocoa Beans, which is a deep brown matte. So I'm going to use that to incorporate I'm going to incorporate that into today's look. Let's prime the eyes. I'll be using the Glamlight Icing Primer. Everything I'm using, as usual, is linked in the description box. As far as my lower lash line, in my last 2 videos, I mentioned that I thought I had an infection kicking up or whatever, and my family's been dealing with pink eye a lot. My eyes are both getting better. Like, this one was bothering me, and then all of a sudden it started in over here as well. I don't know. There's just so many germs flying through our household right now. It's crazy. Somebody in our house, usually multiple people, have had some kind of ailment for the last 3 weeks. I'm so tired of it. I think my eyes are, well, they're definitely better than yesterday. So I'm going to take it easy, play by ear whether or not I do the lower lash line. Right now they're both feeling fine. Neither one is bothering me. When I push on this area with my primer brush, it feels a little tender just because it's getting better, you know, so we'll see. Let me give you a quick overview of the plan for the eye look because I don't really want to be distracting myself with talking about that while I update you on my goals. So I'm going to start with this shade here, Cocoa Beans in the Tropicolor palette. I'm going to do my standard smoky eye technique. So I'm going to fill my crease with that deepest matte aside from black. Black will go on my lid space, and all the other shades are going to be from Dark Fantasy. Here is black. If I want to, I might use the sparkle one, but I don't think I will. I think I'll keep it matte. And then I'll use these 2 shades to just, I guess, work out just work out the brown. That's the plan. It's very easy. Let's talk about 2023 and 24 goals. I'll card above and I'll link down below the video for 2023 where I was talking about my goals for the year, the things I wanted to focus on, the categories that I wanted to just have improvement, general improvement, and then I qualified what I meant by improvement. What am I looking for? What am I looking to do? How am I looking to improve or grow or succeed? Again, that video is linked if you are interested. And for this video, and really for 2024, because my life does exist outside of YouTube, for 2024, I went back and I rewatched that video and I took notes. How did I do? How did I compare? How did I measure up to what I wanted to do, what I said I was going to do, what my specific goals were, and how can I do better? In what ways can I improve for 2024? There were 4 categories that I was using to just format my thoughts. I had fitness, hobbies, business, and home. And these were in no particular order. It was just, let's talk about this category. So in fitness, I mentioned that I wanted to simply do something, just move, because I wasn't really doing much of that. I just wanted to do anything at all that would get my body moving. I did have some success with that in the past year. I started intentionally going for walks, especially in the warmer weather and in the evenings after dinner. I'm taking my daughters in the stroller and just going for walks, trying to get outside, enjoying the fresh air, enjoying the sunshine. Even when the weather's less nice, it's still bearable. You might have to bundle up, or you might have to take down a layer or two, but you can still go outside and get fresh air. And so I've done better with that as far as going for walks, especially when the weather's nice. I got myself a pair of rollerblades for my birthday, and while I haven't had a great amount of time to use them because it was November, the weather was cold and icy and wet, and one of the purposes was I could go rollerblading while pushing the stroller. So it's really an all, like, me and the children activity, which means I have to consider their comfort when we're going outside. I have no problem, you know, taking the kids out in the stroller and bundling them up with coats and blankets and such. But I do have to consider the road conditions. You know, if it's icy, we're not going to do that. So I got rollerblades. I have been enjoying my rollerblades, but I just haven't had a lot of time on them yet. Also, I got myself a mini stepper. I found this lady, I think she's kind of gone viral. She's everywhere from what I see, at least on the YouTube Shorts platform. Her name is Mirabelle. I caught a video of her using a mini stepper, and I was so inspired, as so many other people were. If you just read the comment section, everyone's buying mini steppers because of Mirabelle. And I did too. I fell into that trend and I did it, and it's sitting right over there in my living room, and it's actually really fun. It's actually really fun. And what I like about the mini stepper is that I can have the opportunity to get a lot of steps into my day without leaving the... I am such a mess. I'm sorry. I've been like this lately too. I've been very clumsy. I don't know. Anyway, I can get a lot of steps into my day without leaving the house, which means that I can do it while the children are napping. I can do it very, very early morning, and I can do it very late at night. So I can work that into just being in my home, which I am anyway. I would way prefer to go for a walk. Way prefer to go outside and walk. But if that's not an option, the mini stepper is a really good way to get that kind of movement into my day without the inconvenience of relying on someone else's schedules. I have failed in the fitness category because I haven't been doing any of this regularly enough, reliably enough. I haven't committed enough. It has been higher priority, but maybe not as high as it should be. I have focused or prioritized other things like eyeshadow or painting, or even watching YouTube videos. Like, I could be doing other things instead of the rabbit hole of YouTube videos. You know what I mean? I have a watch list on YouTube, and I tend to watch my watch list, and there's nothing wrong with that inherently, but I just need to make more space for other more important things. I like the way this is looking. I really hate this right here because I brought my dark color too far, so I'm going to try to clean that up. The next category was hobbies, and I have so many hobbies, more hobbies than I have enough time, honestly. There are so many things that I love to do, want to try, want to learn, would like to put more time into, but I have responsibilities, I have life, I have commitments, I have relationships, which all surpass hobbies in terms of importance. I still need to improve on this. I need to find more balance as far as time management and commitment to other things rather than to my hobby. You know, I could sit down and do watercolor painting for 4 or 5 hours. It would not be a problem at all. At all. I would forget to eat. I would forget to drink. I would forget to do anything like switching laundry in the meantime. Like, everything would suffer. And I would be blissfully painting away at my dining room table. And that's not a good balance. It's good to have a hobby. It's not good to let it take over your life. Same thing with eyeshadow. For a little while, this was kind of taking over, and I had to pull back. I had to stop watching so much eyeshadow content. I had to pull away from social media a bit. I had to stop looking at all the new release videos because it was becoming too much of a time suck. It's good to have hobbies, you have to have balance. And that's an area where I still need to improve for 2024. I did have some business goals for 2023, and I didn't do very well. Honestly, my business really just sat around for the year. One of my biggest successes for my business was that I had a few small jobs, and honestly, I started to feel creative again. I started Eyeshadow when the toddler was born, and I backed off on my business, my art business, because we moved to a townhome. And in the house where we were, I had a whole art area, but now in the townhome, I don't. And that really, really put a crimp in me feeling creative. Plus, just having a small child again. Now we have 2 small children. It hurt my creativity as far as taking everything out, setting it all up, taking over the dining room table, trying to have the quiet or the inactivity to be able to do those sorts of things. Right now I've got little hands reaching up. My toddler is climbing everywhere. Now the baby's starting to climb. They're always touching things. They're messing up my artwork, or they're shaking the table. Between moving and simply having small children, for 2 years, I haven't been feeling creative for my small business. Eyeshadow has been my creative outlet, and that's lovely, but my business is an actual business. I pay state fees, I pay filing fees, I have to pay taxes, I have to support a website and URL and hosting and all of that stuff. That's the overhead. And I need my business to justify itself, at the very least cover overhead so that I'm not pulling out of my own pocket for it. My successes for this year were that I had a couple small jobs, and I started to feel those creative juices flowing again, which was really important and exciting. The ways where I was failing in 2023 are that I still wasn't putting in enough effort, enough practice time to improve at those particular skill sets. And I don't do well posting to Instagram. I don't really like to post on social media. I'm not good at it. I don't enjoy it. I find it's a little bit stressful. So for my business, I think I probably could have grown it a bit if I simply posted on Instagram more. The few things that I did do, at the very least, should be on my business Instagram profile. Nothing's going to change if I don't make a change. So I need to do that. I did not do that well in 23. So far, have not done those 3 things well either in 24. Ordinarily, I would go in with a smudger brush with the black in this outer area, but because I had that little sty or whatever it was, I'm going in with a fluffier brush because I don't want to press the pigment too much into my skin. I just want it to be laying on top and not irritate the pores with the harshness of a smudger brush. So I'm going in very lightly with just a small, soft blending brush and kind of dusting the top of the skin. But I think that's looking very pretty. Very moody. The 4th category was my home. I wanted to have it be an inviting, comfortable, welcoming place, a place that we enjoyed being in. And some of my goals were to just tidy on the daily, keep up with daily chores, follow my chore schedule a little bit. Some of my successes were I have gotten better with daily tasks, keeping up with the dishes, keeping up with laundry on the whole. I will say since we got back from our trip, nothing has been kept up with. It's been chaos because everyone's been sick. Like yesterday, I spent literally 2 hours folding laundry because I had mountains of laundry. At least it was clean. It was clean. It finally all got washed, and then it finally all got folded, and now I need to put it away. Anyway, I have gotten a little bit better at daily tasks, just keeping up with them, and I've done better. I did a video where I showed how I had reorganized my bedroom. That alone made a huge difference in the comfort of our bedroom, how welcoming it is. Like, I want to be there now, and that made a big difference. We moved the baby into our other daughter's room, so now all 3 girls are in one room, and their room actually looks much nicer now too because it's been reorganized to accommodate for the crib. So I've done better in those ways. However, failure, I am still ignoring the chore chart. Totally ignoring it. Don't even notice it. But I did buy myself some cleaning supplies so that I could clean the fan blades. I could reach them with like one of those extender things. That kind of thing. I still need to improve as far as keeping on task with my chore chart, following my guidelines and suggestions because they're not unreasonable. I still feel that we have a lot of clutter, but we're 5 people in a small townhome and we're planning on moving. I'm kind of letting some of that bide. I don't want to have a knee-jerk reaction and just throw things away, which we might realistically be able to store in 6 months in a home, like when we have a house with a garage, that sort of thing. So I'm waiting to see how that plays out, but I am actively working on decluttering stuff that we don't use, things that we don't want, don't like, don't need, wouldn't even want to keep to store. This eye look is basically done. I'm not going to do my waterline. I'm going to put on mascara and finish up. I'll be right back. And that is how everything turned out. Let me quickly tell you what I did to finish the look, and then I'll close out my thoughts for today's video. So, as you know, I didn't do anything in the waterline. The only other thing I did for my eyes was mascara. On my face, I decided to use this Matchmaker blush from ColourPop. This is not a blush on me, but I basically use it as either a contour bronzer sort of thing. I don't know, whatever. That's the area where I put it. And then I used this pale yellow highlighter from ABH Aurora Glow Kit. That's everything. That's everything. Check the description box for the lip products. Again, they are listed down there from what I put on in the beginning of the video, and still, they feel just as creamy and soft as when I put them on. There's no transfer onto my teeth. I like it. I'm going to buy this product in some more neutral colors, I think. I am really into this entire look. This is a fully matte smoky eye. It's really deep. It's really black. I'm loving the contrast and the boldness of the whole like dark, dramatic, moody, vampy with the lips and the eyes. I really liked these looks. I've heard people refer to my standard eyeshadow aesthetic as a smoky eye. I don't. When I say smoky eye, this is what I mean. I mean a black lid and then work it out somehow from there. I have a video, I can card that above, talking about how I finally found the smoky eye technique that works for me. This is something I learned from Angelica Nyquist, starting with the deepest of the colored mattes in the crease that leads into the black of the lid space, and then just work out the matte the crease colors from there. That was my strategy for today. I think it's great. I think it's just really striking, and it's quite different from the last two videos I've put up. So I would love to hear your thoughts as usual. So guys, this is not even editing, Rachel. This is 5 minutes after I finished filming, Rachel. I went to take the close-up, and this looks terrible close-up. Like from far away, the look is cute and vampy and dramatic, but from close up, it's terrible. Like, it's patchy, it's gappy, it's I don't know. When I actually edit the video, I'm gonna have to see how this looks on camera, but it looks really bad in person. I'm experienced enough, I think, at this point to be able to do like better than this. And I know it's not Sydney Grace. It's not my primer. This is bad. Anyway, I figure I'd throw that out there. Hope you guys have a great day. To wrap up my final thoughts, I'm really happy with my goals from 2023, but I need to implement them better and more in 2024. I still really struggle with self-discipline and time management. Those are areas where I'm just weak. And I used to be a very disciplined person. When I was in like middle school, I was homeschooled, and I would get up at 4 a.m., start my school, and be done by 10 a.m. And then I had the rest of the day to play and wait all day long for my friend to get out of school. As I got older, I took on 2 to 3 jobs. I went to college. I used to be very disciplined, and since becoming a stay-at-home mom, a lot of that has gone by the wayside. It's not that I don't get things done, it's just there's so much less structure in my day, and I'm finding that my frustration now as my one child is older is that we really need more structure. So these goals are, yes, there are 4 specific categories that I mentioned, but also on the whole, time management, discipline, and structure need to be my focus. Not just for this year, just in general. Like now, I need to bring them back into my life to teach my oldest daughter, to instruct her, to guide her so that she can have that kind of thing in her own life as she gets older and makes decisions for herself. And I also want that to be the feeling of the home for my little ones. Not that we want it to be really regimented, but held together a bit more than I feel it was when my oldest was little. So personal development, it is good to do self-assessments, see where you are, be honest with yourself. Where do I want to be? Where do I need to be? And what steps can I take to get there? Thank you for your time. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, for letting me talk your ear off for a little while. I hope you don't regret giving me this little bit of your day. I appreciate you so much. I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing before you go if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye.